Hello and welcome to Factual Insider, the channel that strives to cover as many facts as possible. Today we will be discussing 10 facts about the rapper Birdman that you may not know. If you find any of the facts to be interesting, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. With that being said, let's get started. Number 1. Before Birdman would become a recognizable name during the YMCMB era and his Rich Gang movement that he started back in 2013, Birdman did not always go under his performing name that music listeners are familiar with today. Founded back in 1991, when Cash Money Records was formed, it was Brian Williams and Ronald Williams that introduced the new record label to the world before it introduced the likes of Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj along with other big names. Brian Williams was also a performing rapper that would go under the name Baby during the 90s and the early 2000s before he would go under the name of Birdman. Birdman got the name Baby because growing up, his mother and family used to refer to young Birdman as Baby. He would then adopt the name Birdman later on due to his surroundings of constantly being within close proximity of doves in New Orleans. Number 2. Birdman has been a notorious figure that isn't afraid to show off his wealth and his massive arrangement of his expensive goods such as his clothing, fleet of exotic cars along with other goods. Unfortunately for Birdman, there was a time that Birdman started to struggle on hard times. DJ Khaled, who once was an artist that was once affiliated with Cash Money Records, acquired his white Maybach 62 Landaulet from a car auction that Birdman put up for sale back in 2018. The white German luxury sedan sold for $1.3 million. Fans may remember that car was shown off often during the YMCMB era along with Birdman's Bugatti Veyron at the time. Number 3. Back in 2015, JayZ offered to sign Lil Wayne to Roc-A-Fella Records. Back from 2014 to 2018, Lil Wayne claimed that both Birdman and Cash Money Records were mishandling the Young Money label formed by Lil Wayne, and he also claimed that both Birdman and Cash Money owed him around $50 million. JayZ reached out to Birdman before signing Lil Wayne as he claimed to wanted to show respect to the Cash Money mogul due to their relationship in music. After reaching out, JayZ stated on an interview with The Breakfast Club that he had a letter sent to his office for torturous interference. Of course, as time went on, Lil Wayne would leave Cash Money and would have the Young Money label become its own separate entity. Please be sure to check out our other video 10 interesting facts about JayZ you may not know. Number 4. It's no secret that back in 2016, Birdman went viral after his infamous interview with The Breakfast Club when he demanded to have respect on his name. His frustration, he claimed later on, was due to him feeling that the interviewers bad-mouthed him before in the past during his relationship with Lil Wayne were tense. While the interview caught the eyes of many, Baby decided to take advantage of the extra eyes that were on him. Later that year, the New Orleans native would interestingly put out the song Respect that would slightly be themed off of the famed interview and would even sell apparel that would say respect and put some respect on my name. The New Orleans mogul definitely made an attempt to turn an L into a W. Number 5. Many rappers are massive sneakerheads and own massive sneaker collections. After all, sneakers are a part of the culture. Of course, the 5-star stunner is no different. Birdman has admitted that Nike's Air Force One is one of his favorite sneakers. While he does wear other sneakers, he has owned thousands of different pairs of white Air Force Ones over his life. Baby has admitted that when he wears a pair of Air Force Ones, it's only for one time until he discards the pair to only wear the next. Before any concerns that may arise of the New Orleans rapper being wasteful of his shoes, he has also admitted that after he wears his Air Force Ones, all the pairs that he has worn all go to charity. Number 6. Back in August of 2005, Hurricane Katrina struck New Orleans, and it is remembered to be one of the most destructive hurricanes to ever strike the United States, and especially by both former and current New Orleans residents alike. Unfortunately, when Hurricane Katrina struck New Orleans, it prompted many locals to consider relocating outside from the city. One of those that were included was Birdman himself. After the devastating impact from the hurricane, Birdman left his mansion in New Orleans and relocated to Florida, and more specifically to Miami. Lil Wayne would also follow in Birdman's path to departing to Miami as well. Number 7. Anyone that is truly familiar with Cash Money Records can easily make the claim that Lil Wayne was the record label's biggest artist, and that you can't mention Cash Money history without mentioning Weezy. From the Hot Boys to the YMCMB era, Wayne has easily left his mark with Cash Money Records. Of course, Birdman has known about Wayne before he signed to Cash Money. Back in 1993, word was going around that young 11-year-old Lil Wayne had talent but was not an official artist yet. Baby has stated before that Cash Money has always been about embracing talent no matter what the background was of the artist. It was back on May 13, 1993 that Tunchi would meet Birdman at a local record store in New Orleans. After rapping for Birdman, Wayne received a business card from the Cash Money mogul, and after Wayne would make multiple phone calls, he would then be asked to get on tracks at the age of 12. Please be sure to check out our other video 10 interesting facts about Lil Wayne you may not know. Number 8. Continuing on about the past of Cash Money Records, many fans that have stuck around with the label's music may remember the iconic duo Big Timers, which featured Manny Fresh and Birdman. The two-man group put out albums such as Hood Rich and I Got That Work. Sadly, Manny Fresh would leave Cash Money back in 2005 to would move over to Def Jam, but thankfully over a decade later there would be a short reunification. Back in 2018, the film Before Anything, The Cash Money Story would be released, which was a documentary that showcased the history of Cash Money Records and Birdman's life. Although the song was not featured in the film, the song Designer Caskets would have Manny Fresh return once again to collaborate with Birdman for another Big Timers project that would be featured for the film's soundtrack. Number 9. With big names like Lil Wayne, Drake, and Nicki Minaj all being tied to Cash Money Records, it's easy to see why the record label along with Birdman became so successful. Of course, his success along with the success of Cash Money would really show its highlights. Back during spring on 2017, Cash Money Records reached an achievement of 1 billion units of albums successfully being sold worldwide. With the work ethic of Stunna along with the efforts and talent made by his Cash Money rosters of artists, it was truly a great milestone to achieve in hip-hop history. Number 10. Marvel Comics is easily one of the most recognizable brands that has introduced many superheroes that millions easily recognize, such as Spider-Man, the Hulk, Ghost Rider, the Fantastic Four, and many others. Marvel Comics has shown an appreciation for hip-hop and rap by showcasing some of hip-hop's most iconic and legendary rappers on the covers of some Marvel franchises such as Eminem and the Notorious Big. Birdman, believe it or not, would have his entry into the Marvel Universe. Shown right on the Amazing Spider-Man as a variant cover, readers can see Birdman picture right on the front cover of the comic. Well, there you have it. Those were 10 facts about Birdman that you may not know. Hope that the video was enjoyable and entertaining. You are encouraged to watch more facts about other rappers and other miscellaneous topics. See you next time.